Anyway, it's finished. Chelsea won, Manchester United won. United were ahead, courtesy of a goal from Jadon Sancho, his first in the Premier League. Chelsea equalising. Jorginho emphatically from the penalty spot. Ronaldo left on the bench by Michael Carrick in what could be his last game as interim manager. We await official confirmation of Ralph Rangnick's appointment as interim manager. Let's hear from you, United fans. 03717 223344. Kenny has called that number. And Kenny, you're not happy with the squad depth?
No, definitely not. I mean, I keep hearing pundits saying, United just need to organise. They need a manager, and Ollie keeps getting the blame. Excuse my terminology, but they're a bunch of big-time Charlies. We have about 6 good players. I take no pleasure in this because I'm a United fan. But if you go through the opposition, if you think Van Dijk, Ruben Diaz, Thiago Silva or Harry Maguire, who would you have? He'd be fourth choice out of them. You go through the fullbacks, Alexander-Arnold, Kyle Walker, Reece James or Wan-Bissaka. Who would you have? Wan-Bissaka would be fourth choice again. You go through the squad, even there's on the other side, David Robertson, Zinchenko, Ben Chilwell or Luke Shaw. It's the squad, Bailly, Lindelof, Fred, McTominay, Matic, Phil Jones, wherever he's disappeared to, Dalot, Martial. They will never be United players. They should never have worn a red jersey, and they should never wear one again.
Do you know what, Kenny? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Do you know what? Since Alex Ferguson left the club, they've spent £1 billion. Ollie spent 440 million. And I've got to say, you've just named a few players there. And just have a look at that midfield. McTominay, young lad, will end up better than he is right now, but he's a young lad. Fred and Matic. You spend 440 million, 1 billion, exactly. And you've got that as a midfield when you're trying to win the league.
I keep hearing pundits saying, at the start of the season, people were saying United have got a chance of winning the league because they've signed Ronaldo. Ronaldo and Varane must be looking and thinking, what have I signed up for? Ronaldo keeps getting criticised. People have the audacity to say Ronaldo should be dropped. Ronaldo does his job. If you take away his goals this season, they're lower than mid-table.
Well, they'd be out the Champions League already exactly. Because if you take his goals away, I think they'd have 2 points and be bottom of the group.
Exactly. That's what I mean. And people are looking in the wrong areas. There's a whole... Any manager who comes in who's worth his salt will have to empty about 8 or 9 of these players. It's a complete rebuild. You've got the younger elements of the squad. You have Sancho, Rashford, Greenwood, probably Van de Beek, Fernandes.
Yeah, good players.
The sort of players that you should be building your team around.
Yeah.
I mean, the pressure is on these guys to score every week because they're leaking 2 and 3 and 4 at the back.
Kenny, I mean, whoever goes in there, in my opinion, you should sit them down and say, I'm just going to show you a video, and it's Liverpool's front three. When they lose the ball and when they've got the ball, the runs they make. And I'd say Rashford, Greenwood, Fernandes, Ronaldo, who's Cavani, I'd sit them all in the room and say, this is how I want you to play. Am I asking too much for you to sprint with the ball and without the ball so we can defend in the other half of the pitch, not in our own half all the time? Teams coming through us like a sieve.
Kenny, great call. We've had a tweet here from Liam, and he's suggesting that Cristiano Ronaldo didn't salute the fans at the end of the game, walked straight down the tunnel. That's probably, if that is the case, I'm sure it's a reflection of the fact he was left on the bench. But is that right for Ronaldo not to acknowledge the travelling supporters?
It's more frustration, though. It's more frustration from himself, not being on the pitch, not being able to help. Players do that, and we've seen Cristiano Ronaldo do that before. We have, and that's the mentality he has. I'm sure it's not right. Of course, you want to go and like give your supporters the recognition that they deserve for coming to support you, but we've seen it before with Ronaldo. It's frustration. It's all built out of frustration. He wants to be there. He wants to help his team.
Listen, I agree. For me,
he should be playing.
He's not the problem. I mean, I just don't think they work hard enough. I know it sounds old-fashioned, but number one, talent without effort, you've got nothing. Now, the first thing that's got to come is 100% effort from every player. strikers who run in behind the defence, which is hard. You get out of breath when you run in behind and you don't get the ball. Working hard and closing the back four down, chasing lost causes. I don't see it. I just see them dropping off to the halfway line and thinking, who's going to start pressing?
Well, you said, Dino, it's like the next person to come in, you have to sit them down, show them a video.
Yeah.
What would you say? As a coach, what would you say to
I'd
Cristiano Ronaldo?
I'd say to Cristiano Ronaldo, listen, running back is different to pressing. I don't want you running the length of the field when they break through our press. I want you to linger in them little positions where when we win the ball back on the edge of our box, we're giving it to you and you can off you go. But if we can win the ball in the opposition's half, then you're going to have the ball all afternoon without running anywhere. And all it takes is one, maybe two 15-yard sprints. Organised press from the team. So you're going towards their goalkeeper. Man United are allowing average teams to walk into their own half with the ball without any pressure. Liverpool don't let you do that. Man City don't let you do that. Chelsea don't let you do it. They win the ball off you right up that end of the pitch. And they're more or less saying, right, you're going to play against Man United at Old Trafford. There is no way you're going to get out of your half today. We're going to put that much pressure on you. And then when you do win the ball back, you've got 7 players in the final third. So they're all getting chances.
Yep.
But they don't win the ball back until they get to the edge of their own box. And then, can you resist? If you're going to allow teams to come at you, can you resist?
Yep.
No. Lindelof can't resist. Maguire at the minute can't. Wan-Bissaka can't. Shaw can't. Bailly can't. They can't resist. So keep them away from your goal. Let's win it back up the other end of the pitch.
Yep. I think the one thing you can guarantee when Rangnick comes in is that the players will be made to work hard.